Hello, this is Rocco from Spark STEAM Education, and today we're going to do an introductory speech on linear equations for Algebra 1. Let's start with a real-life question. Imagine you're saving money to buy a new phone. You already have $50 saved in your bank account, and each week you add $20, let's say from a job. After 1 week, you'll have $70. After 2 weeks, $90. After 3 weeks, $110. And what you can see is we keep on adding $20 because you keep on earning $20 each week. And we can use the power of equations, especially linear equations. So what are linear equations? A linear equation is just an equation whose graph makes a straight line. The word linear comes from line. What makes them special is that they describe relationships with a constant rate of change. How can we predict exactly how much you'll have after 10 weeks or 50? You could do the brute force method of just keeping on adding $20 10 times. Or you can conform it into a multiplication. So 20 times 10 weeks. And you'll end up with 200 plus 50 is 250. That's how much you'll have after 10 weeks. And we can actually write that as a standard equation, which makes it a lot easier than having to think about everything yourself in your head. And that's the power of linear equations. They take these real-life situations that change at a steady rate. This question, you were earning $20 each week. That was your steady rate, $20 a week. So linear equations are like the language of patterns. They go up or down steady. We can put all of these variables into a simple rule that we can use again and again. So the most common form you'll see is a slope-intercept form. Later we will talk about 2 other forms, but for right now let's focus on this one. So this is taking the slope, which is the constant rate of change, and the intercept, which is where we start on the y-axis, or how much y we have at x equals 0. And there's a lot of variables in this. The equation is y is equal to mx plus b. That's y is equal to m times x, the whole plus b. Y is the output, or the result. And let's just take our example from before. The amount of money we'll have after x weeks is going to be y dollars. Now, m, as I said before, is the slope, which is the rate of change. It's going to be $20 because every week we're getting $20. X is the input, or the amount of weeks you want to choose. And b is the y-intercept, where it starts when x is equal to 0, or in this example, when x is equal to 0 weeks, when at the very beginning. And as I said before, at the very beginning in this example, we had $50 saved, so our b value is 50. So if we plugged in all of our variables and we left y and x, because those are independent and dependent variables, we end up with y is equal to 20x plus 50. Y is equal to 20 times x, the whole plus 50. You'll go back to the example and say 50 weeks. So if you plug 50 weeks in, y is equal to 20 times 50, the whole plus 50. 20 times 50 is 1,000. And 1,000 plus 50 is 1,050. So that's how much money you'll have after 50 weeks. $1,050. Now, let's go into the other forms of linear equations. There's standard form, ax plus by equals c. That is, a times x plus b times y is equal to c. The next form you have is point-slope form. Point means any point that lies on this line, and slope is, again, the constant rate of change. And the point-slope form is y minus y1 equals m times the whole of x minus x sub 1. y1 and x1, if you rearrange those, it'd be x1 comma y1, which is the point we're working with. If we had an example where the slope is 2 and the line passes through 3 comma 5, we'll end up with y minus 5 is equal to 2 times the whole of x minus 3. All of these forms might look different, but they all describe the same thing, straight lines. Linear equations are simple rules that describe steady change. And while they may just look like letters and numbers on paper, they're very powerful tools for many day-to-day things that we just don't think about as much.